every single shot will trigger 2 extra procs of 70k damage of elation damage within 0 cycle. We're in the next phase. Hello internet, and today we got more Yao Guang content. This time we're gonna use her with one of the characters I'm pretty sure all of us use, and it is Archer. For some reason this guy is cracked. It's so good with Yao Guang, and especially with the post-buff Sparkle. You just wouldn't expect him to be the guy that's this good. I mean, no disrespect to Archer, he's the goat, but I would think, you know, maybe Saber was the main character, but nah, it's just Archer. All right, over the stats though. This is like run-of-the-mill Archer. It's just designed to do damage. That's about it. And with Yao Guang, she actually has various kit in her that helps freaking Archer out a lot, way more than you would think, right? So let's just jump into the game and show you what this is all about. I've got this team right here that I think a lot of us could do. If you just pull for Yao Guang, you can pretty much have this team for free. All of them are free. This might be the most free-to-play team ever. We're just gonna jump right in, waste no time. But yeah, before we start, everything's here from the creators and server. Yeah, just real quick before we actually go in, I gotta make some bread. Just be real quick though. With the all-new version 4.0 finally approaching, maybe you're out of resources or you're panicking about pulling new characters now. Here's where I'd like to introduce to you a website that I use for top-ups, which is Aniba. Aniba offers the best top-up services, and it's worth every bang for your buck. The best part is Aniba complies with all of Hoyoverse's guidelines with top-up services, so it's certainly trustworthy, and as usual, I myself has used it, had zero issues with it. You can top up for yourself or for your friends, because all you need to do is click the first link in the description, choose the item that you would like to top up, enter your server, and then your UID, complete the payment, and voila, you see your resources in a designated account. No login needed. What's interesting is that there's a 10% cashback on what you're purchasing, or you can claim by going into your orders after purchasing, click on claim, and you'll see the cashback in your Aniba wallet. This cashback can be used for any other purchases in the Aniba website, and can top up for Spiral even more. Or heck, pick up a gift or two. It's simple, it's a good deal, and most importantly, it's trustworthy. Check Aniba out and you'll support me as a creator too if you do give it a go. As usual though, no pressure at all. And with that said, let's get back into the video. And now that we're back, it's time to dump in all them techniques and go in with an Archer in version 4. Who would have thought he would still be relevant in this version, man? Yet as we go in, here's the main point of Yao Guang with Archer, right? The way she supports Archer well is, first of all, by just general buffs. She does have a lot of general buffs that helps anyone. But second of all, and more importantly, after an ally uses an attack, it will trigger the Great Boon effect, which deals 1 additional 20% elation damage. And if the attack consumes skill point, it will additionally trigger the Great Boon effect 1 more time, and Archer here consumes 2 skill points every time, so I'm sure you know where we're going with this. First of all, let's just touch whoever. We're gonna try and have Archer pretty much be played normally, but every time he consumes skill points, Yao Guang supports him with the extra damage, right? First of all, let's just get this. We're gonna get our Aha instant through the ult, and this Aha instant will still trigger, and it will only trigger Yao Guang's elation skill because there's no other elation skill. It is a waste, but funnily enough, it just works out anyway, so who cares, dude? All right, now I'm gonna wake up here. I'm hoping they hit a Sparkle, which they do, but it's not enough, man. I would love the ult. It's time to let it rip. We're gonna try and maximize this. Now, post-buff Sparkle, you could just use your ult now to get, like, you know, extra skill points converted, but I'm gonna try and maximize this, okay? I'm not sure if I'm doing the right move here, but if I'm wrong, I'll learn from this, whatever it is. So I just spent 2 skill points, and if you notice, the extra damage from Yao Guang will happen at the end of it, right? So I'm gonna do it one more time while slowing the game down, and as you can tell right there, double proc of elation damage from Yao Guang. Every time we shoot, the double proc is going to happen because we spent 2 skill points, and that is a lot of damage when you're shooting 5 times in a row, dude. We restore all of those skill point back. I was thinking this would be smarter, but maybe it's not in the end. 470k from a shot, god damn. I'm gonna go for the ult as well. All of these ult and damage will actually trigger the elation damage from Yao Guang. Should be very helpful. We're gonna go for one more shot here, 478, and one more shot should take care of you. And boom, we got him. So now we just got one more Peacock to handle. I do have 5 skill points left. Here comes Aha Instant, which will, again, do damage on its own. She actually does really good damage. 330k, dude. And we're also gonna, like, refresh the vulnerability on them, which is always welcome. So now we'll just touch them like this. She actually has only AoE damage on her. So it's sometimes good to just clear up some of the mobs at the side. But yeah, we're gonna use our ult like this. We have one more turn with Archer with 9 skill points. Dude, the skill point economy of this team is no joke, dude. All right, we'll push you up, and that should be no skill points taken by post-buff Sparkle because we've been spending skill points with Archer, a lot of them, so we're free to shoot away, baby. Every single shot will trigger 2 extra procs of 70k damage of elation damage, so that actually, yeah, as you can tell, that does rack up over time. And within 0 cycle, we're in the next phase. The way this boss works now is she's gonna trigger a 1v1 with you. You usually want to, like, make it the DPS that goes into 1v1, I think. You pretty much need to kill these 3 mobs, and that's exactly what I shall do. dude. We'll use one skill point first. Should I do it, actually? I'm not sure. I don't really have a lot of skill points, but I think I'm not... Yeah, I'll just do it one time. We'll do it one time, and then we'll use our ult after this. All of these as well will trigger the elation damage from Yao Guang as an extra hit. So those are really good, again, to clear these extra mobs. And yeah, we're gonna try and do that. So after the 1v1, it's gonna keep on happening. You'll see whoever that you chose to be in 1v1 right there on the left. You are supposed to get the thumbs up to be 4 points, like as fast as you can. If you do that, you're gonna help him out. But well, we're gonna try and get our skill up though. I'm not even sure if the skill up matters that much because we are not using an elation team. That is an elation boost. The skill is only really an elation boost, but well, we'll keep it up anyway. Here comes the aha instant, and now we're just really trying to get those mobs to die. We'll give you a thumbs up, Archer. Go ahead. So with the thumbs up, we actually get a buff like that. Now we have 4 skill point. I'm not sure if I can end this entire wave right here. I'm gonna try with one skill shot right there that does kill you with the second one. Oh, it's so close, man. This might take a little bit longer than I would have preferred, but it is what it is, right? All right, we use our ult right away though. Get the aha instant to proc again. Getting the elation buff for herself means aha instant would also do more damage to this elation skill here. So bam, 76 hits, not that much. This team's main mechanics obviously going to be Archer, so not exactly the whole elation deal. But yeah, now that we're finally done with the 1v1, we can have Archer back now. It's time to shoot the living crud at the boss, dude. I got a couple of things we could do here. I could spend a couple of skill points first and then restore them all with Sparxie. Archer can do his skill up to 5 times at once at most. So what we will do here is this. We're gonna shoot you once and restore 6 skill points right after this. So with this, we have converted 4 into extra skill points, and then we have 9 left. That means 4 more extra skills at the maximum. So we're gonna spend them all, and that should be the maximum benefits we could reap. And check all of these damage out. The extra procs from Yao Guang is doing like 57k each, so that's like 100k extra right there. It is more helpful than you would think, dude. And yeah, that's a 700k nuke right there. And I think we can clear this wave very quickly. I'm not sure if we will die till this final hit here. I'm hoping. Let's see, 20%. I don't think. Is there another skill? Oh no, there's no other skill. I would hope there was gonna be one more, but unfortunately no. So let's just do a basic here, and then we have Yao Guang here. We can only do a basic. We have 9 skill points top still, and dude, that true damage did a lot for this MOC. Holy. But yeah, now we got the second phase. It's the same thing again. He's gonna like take the DPS into this 1v1 mode, and I think with 9 skill points, I'm free to just go do this. I think I can just shoot them all at once. I mean, shoot them all to death. That shall be what I'm going for. Let's go with the shot, dude. 340k into 440k. I think we one-shot this guy. And bam, that's a one-shot right there. There's only 2 more mobs, so we are going to get them in no time. At least I think. I hope. I really do. All right, so now coming off of the 1v1 mode, now we're back in reality. I guess I'll push you. I don't need to spend any skill points for it anyway, dude. That is so nice. And now with you, I guess I'll like touch you, give you a thumbs up. That'll give me an all-time rest pen. So coming into here, I think we can kill them all now. We're gonna use 1 skill point like this. Not enough for my ult though. I guess Archer isn't that perfect against a boss like this, so you can see his performance is like just really strong though. Like this boss like requires some form of AoE. That's why Sparxie is definitely better here in that 1v1 mode. She just nukes everyone at once. And in this case, not exactly, but hey, we got our ultimate. I'm just gonna use it. Let's not save it if we don't have to. Hopefully we can kill them right with this. I'm gonna use my ult to follow up. Dude, my ult actually happens outside of the 1v1 state. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Dude, they're so close to dying, man. And yeah, we are gonna be forced to do this. Now, if I can get out of this ult mode, oh my god, both of them are still 1. It would be so much nicer if I would have killed one of them already. So I guess I have to do this. I'm not playing this game well at all. I think there's a chance you could easily go for a 1-cycle killer, but it is what it is. All right, now final moment. We go with this aha instant here. If I can get one more turn, that'd be so nice. We got another aha instant. I think one of it is from just the boss's effect. I just need a 1 more turn. I think I one-shot the boss. So 1 cycle clear is definitely doable. In fact, I'm pretty sure I already did it once before I was testing this team up. Somehow when I started recording, it stopped working. This is fire. Well, we're still talking about a 2-cycle clear with basically a free team. Like, come on. So yeah, from this point on, I'm sure you can expect what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna get all the buffs possible. I'm gonna start shooting the crowd of Sparxie Con. Whatever the hell this thing's story is, like, how in the world did I don't know, she just doesn't look like a boss. I mean, this entire world has like some carnival vibes to it anyway. I just can't expect this thing to be like an evil being that I'm supposed to be afraid of. This looks like a Ronald McDonald with a girl cosplay. All right, so she's still alive. Are you gonna choose someone to 1v1 again, please? No, not that quick. Okay, not that quick, thank god. All right, so instant goes, and the last turn should go to Sparkle pushing Archer for a turn and 9 skill point again. Did notice how much skill points we have just with the post-buff Sparkle, dude. It's like we have infinite skill points. So now we got Archer to go in with the ult, and that should be game. All the extra damage from Yao Guang as well, man. It helps out a lot. And that's a 2 cycle clear. I've done 1 cycle before with that setup. It just ceased to work when I started recording. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Archer with Yao Guang, the ultimate free-to-play synergy. Well, Yao Guang's not free-to-play, but I'm sure you say that a lot of resources to pull Yao Guang, right? I do actually suggest getting a Yao Guang. For one, you could just use her as an elation character with maybe a Sparxie if you do decide her, or in the future, every elation character should be able to utilize Yao Guang. And if not, you can just use her with an Archer, man. It's also mainly because Sparkle does not really need a quantum team anymore. Before, you need a quantum character to maximize the attack buff. Now you don't even need that anymore. Yep, it was this one. It's this adjustment. You needed 3 quantum characters before to get like 30% plus 15 for 45% attack boost, but now you just get the attack boost and you get even more, which makes Sparkle plus Archer that much stronger. And yeah, add a Yao Guang in there, it is fire. You don't even need Yao Guang, to be honest. You could add anyone else, but Yao Guang actually makes sense with the talent because it does proc like extra elation damage for Archer, and the elation damage does rack up, dude. It does like 50k a pop, and it pops twice per Archer arrow if you shoot it 5 times. That is 500k randomly from Yao Guang. That is a lot of damage, man. So yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The synergy between Yao Guang and Archer, surprisingly very, very strong. And yeah, we'll be cooking up a lot more teams here. Do follow the channel if you're up for that, and that'll be all. I'll be trying out some fighter content. Maybe again, I mentioned this, but maybe we'll see the cinematic doggo again, but we'll see. That takes a lot of effort. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Take care.